Ryan's up. Hey, Bradley, would it be a bad idea to set up an expired domain to auto post using RSS feeds similar to the way Tier 2 syndication networks work? I know the Web 2 sites can get away with auto posting from RSS, but I've never tried on a self-hosted WordPress site. Yes, Ryan, you certainly can. You certainly can on a self-hosted WordPress site. That's not, I mean, you can. I don't know why. I mean, you can do, like, years ago when I did a lot of PBN stuff, we had a lot of automated PBNs that we would do stuff like that with. I don't typically like to do that so much for anymore, but you can do that. It's possible. Anybody want to comment on this stuff? Pablo, you want to jump in on some of these, man?
Because we do content creation, so I'll back you on. So I'm not a big fan. Like, not to say probably not be correct to say that I'm not a big fan of RSS publishing or auto posting. But of course, the relevancy is the critical nowadays, and just general content. Well, depending on the purpose you serve, if you want to fill out the content to your blog or your network so that RSS will work, and I guess the concern here is duplicate content. So it works very well. So they mix in a big chunk of content, but to build an authority. And Bradley, you said you don't build PBNs any longer. And of course, I work with those who continue building PBNs. And the advice here is to rank PBNs. So the authority of the domain doesn't work alone any longer. And to get this site authority, you need to rank your PBN. And in order to rank your PBN, you can't really post generic content. So that's the answer. So if you want to keep it alive, if you want to fill it in with the content and maybe get more indexed, yeah, you can post general RSS. But if you want to get build the site authority, get it ranking, so that would not be enough.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, I don't like to do the whole automated posting stuff anymore for PBNs, that especially tier 1 stuff, guys. I think it's really important if you're going to be doing that kind of stuff that it should be out beyond tier 2 or even tier 3 maybe, because it's, to me, I don't like that automated anything pointing anywhere near my money site anymore. I think that's something that within the next, I can't predict this, but and we've been thinking this for years now, to be honest with you, but at some point that's going to become a really, really negative ranking factor. It is such now, but there's still ways to get kind of around it. But I think its days are numbered, is my point. And so I recommend that if you're going to be doing that kind of stuff, Ryan, that you would stick with that for like YouTube networks. If you're trying to add relevancy to YouTube networks, that's a powerful strategy for that, because we don't have the issues that we do with self-hosted sites. But if you're doing this kind of stuff to like build relevancy to a money site, I would recommend that you would keep that several tiers out. Okay. Okay, Columbia's up again. She says, I have an excellent prospect in a very high ticket tech industry. We were discussing PPC.
Hey, Bradley.
Yeah.
So I'll just 1 second comment. So since you said that you believe that it's the automated content is at number of days, so probably express opposite. So the automated content is the future of internet content, and
let me clarify then. What I meant was just republishing other people's stuff.
Okay, so I'm back. So yeah, I backed up. So yeah, the republishing in the way it works, especially in the way it worked, it still works for local, and so many systems abuse it with the plugins, few tokens, just changing literally name of the city and stuff. That one will die. So I'm surprised that it's still not. I don't know which part of the local algorithm still keep it alive, because it doesn't work anywhere but in local, and it just number of days. I agree. It's only in a few, just limited time before the Google will crack on this. I don't know. There's something in a local edition that make the content work differently than everywhere else.
Yeah, but I mean, even so, I totally agree with you, because we've had people for years now say that they for local sites and lead gen sites and such, that they just swap out the city names and they just duplicate the same damn site. And I know that that works. I haven't done it though. For years, I haven't done that because I've always expected at some point that to stop working. And like you just said, Pablo, I'm really surprised it still works in the local algorithm.
There are a few things that like overdue to be banned. It's like, remember a lot like the exact name domains? Like it, well, people it still works, but like generally it doesn't. Right, it's just there's some fraction of this work, but it was overdue. Like every year there was a prediction the longer the exact name domains will stop working. When it stopped working, like nobody was surprised. Like, everyone was kind of expecting it for a long time. That the local content, which is pretty much duplicate content, it's one of those. Like everyone knows that it will stop working, and there will be no surprise by then. And we'll just go, you know what? All those thousands and thousands of pages sites that will be demixed in no time.
Yep, totally agree. Okay, cool.